world be your judge. That was my biggest thing growing up, is I let everybody else determine how I felt. In that case, love yourself. What you want to do is possible. It's not impossible. You have to surround yourself with those people that believe in you just as much as you believe in your dream. That it's sometimes your circle that holds you back from reaching your actual goals. And sometimes I know it's hard to believe, and sometimes it's not going to come easy. There's going to be times that you feel like, I just don't want to do this. I don't want to do this at all. I don't want to go through the trials. I don't want to go through the errors. I don't want to go and repeat this over and over and over again. But it's the point of not giving up. It's the point of keep pushing through, knowing that you are capable and that you are so powerful of so many things, that I'm sitting here today doing what I love, that I can be that advocate, that as long as you don't give up, no matter what direction your life goes, just don't lose focus. And definitely let God be part of it. Because in all reality, He is the one that's going to lead you. If that's your path to go down, it's going to happen.
Wow. What makes you happy before you go?
What makes me happy?
Yeah.
Whew. Happiness.
Yeah.
I think people are going to get tired of me saying this.
Wow.
I can't do the small dogs. Mojo's like a good size for me.
You ready?
I'm ready. You might have to talk up though, because I'm bad at hearing.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I'll cut that off. I'm already rolling anyway.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, because that's how I do it. So the one I don't like, I cut it out. But if it's very interesting, I'll keep it.
Look at you.
Today's Sunday, right?
It is Sunday.
Nice to meet you, man.
It is, finally in person.
I know. Thank God you're not a catfish.
Oh my gosh. I'm not a catfish, guys.
So this is Oklahoma City. It's called Scissortail Park, right?
Scissortail Park, yep.
Yeah, Sunday, April...
what is it? April 7th.
7th, yeah, 2024. So how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm actually feeling really good right now, really good. It's been a very blessed day. A lot of things have happened unexpectedly and in a way that I needed. So I'm very grateful for that, and couldn't be any more happy that I'm not currently dying, being 27 days out from my show, because it could be worse.
What do you mean though? Because I don't get that part.
So typically, being so close to show, which it'll get a little bit more difficult, but calories, carbs are gonna start coming down. So I'm gonna be, my energy levels typically are depleted. Mood changes, everything like that. Like
Does that mean that you scared or nervous or
no,
shocked?
it's just the fact of nutrition. It's how the body is not getting the full nutrients that we're used to. So with being carb depleted, that's where we get all of our energy. So if you are low in carbs, you really don't want to do anything. You don't have that energy to, you know, maneuver and do everything that way. So it's good to have the energy.
Wow. We learn something new every day.
Every day.
Yeah. So we have a lot to talk about today, right? From the OCP competition to your fitness and to anything. So let's start with, man, for how long you been living in Oklahoma City?
I've been in Oklahoma City since October of 2022. So it'll be going on, what, a year and a half now? So it hasn't been too long, but I've been in Oklahoma since 2015.
2015.
Yep.
So what was it like living in Oklahoma City?
Do
you like it?
It's way different than people make it like make it seem. There's so much more to do here. Like we're at Scissortail right now. Like we got Paycom Center, we got the Omni, we have the stage, we have the Devon Tower. Like we're at this beautiful park. There's so much to do. There's botanical gardens, and it's like it's city life without having the Dallas city life. It's not, even though there's not enough parking down here at all, it's not overwhelming for me. So I love it down here.
You pay for parking down here?
Well, we had to pay for parking
Today?
but yeah.
It's free.
No, it's not.
It's free weekends from 5 o'clock.
Those machines are free. The ones over there are not free.
I'm just trying to save you some money.
Well, we drove around for
even weekdays.
Yeah.
From 5 o'clock upward, it's free.
Yeah. Well, and that's where I guess we really didn't test it, but I didn't want to take a chance of me going back out there and my car wasn't there, because they did have the sign that had the QR code to pay for it, but we couldn't find parking around this perimeter whatsoever. It was all full. So
you was right, because that reminds me when I was in college in New York. One crazy winter day like that, I was supposed to have a class at 5. I was running late, so I saw like a little space to park. Little did I know that I parked in front of somebody's driveway. I left. I finished my class at around probably like 10:30. I was like, oh man, let me go home, go relax. Then I got to this spot. I'm like, I started searching everywhere. Like, all of a sudden, to see how crazy those people are. They had if your car is ever towed, call these numbers. Like, they got me.
Dang.
I had to get on the bus that day, go home, because I couldn't, my brain is just, it was kind of like windy, a little bit of rain, snowing, together. Like, let me just go home. Tomorrow morning, I come back.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing, man. So you like, how many weeks to your competition?
So 27 days, so we're pushing about almost 3 weeks, so a little under 4 weeks out. Yep.
Wow. So how has the training been going?
Training has honestly been great. It's been challenging. Cardio I don't like cardio. So I'm doing it 6 times a week now. So for 60 minutes, 4 times out of the week, fasted, so no food in my system. And then the other 2 are HIIT cardio. So
wait, can you say that again? Because I didn't get what you mean.
So I have
cardio 6 weeks a week, 6 days a week.
So cardio 6 days a week. I lift 5 days out of the week. So I have 2 a days, 5 days out of the week. So on some of those days, so Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I have fasted cardio. So I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, no food in my system, just a bottle of water. I go on the treadmill at an incline at a certain speed, and I walk for 60 minutes.
60 minutes.
With no food. Yeah. So it's more so to target the fat instead of carbs. So it helps me drop my body fat a lot faster than usual in that case. And then I go eat afterwards.
Yeah, because I saw, like, I can't say probably recently, like a couple of days ago, you did like an update.
Yeah.
You get caught up.
Yes.
Yeah. How much you weigh now?
I'm roughly around 159, 160, and I ended bulk at about 177. Wow. So by showtime, we're aiming for like 150, 155. So
let's go.
Yeah, it's game time now.
Let's go. So for a lot of people who don't really know you yet, can I call you Brittany or B Roya or
whatever?
Just B. Who is Brittany?
Brittany.
Yeah.
Brittany. That's a really good question. Okay. Brittany, that a lot of people know. A lot of people that if they see this from my hometown, that Brittany. Ex-athlete.
Is that a free shout out or what?
You know, maybe everybody watches my stuff. So, and I haven't seen a lot of people in years. So everybody in a different era of my life is probably going to say a different answer. But who's Brittany now? Brittany is a coach, I want to say a fitness role model. God led, That's main one is
That
God-led.
was what I was thinking. I'm thinking,
God-led.
I hope you put that in
I
there.
even got my Bible sitting right
I
there.
was about to say, don't forget to put the preacher part.
Yes, God-led. Because honestly, y'all can't see them, but I got two of my sisters sitting over here, Destiny and Shatiria. Didn't know he was gonna turn the camera towards y'all. But literally, that's the main one behind it all. Who is Brittany? It's who God has created me to be to this day. And that's why I'm like, I have all the energy in the world, is because I know that it's not me. Because my last prep, I was miserable. My coach wasn't very well. Like, I didn't even know if I really wanted to do this. And now I have a coach that is leading me in the right direction, but also taking the right steps spiritually and everything. I feel stronger than ever. Stronger than ever.
It's so funny because I said I was going to ask you this when I see you, right? The preaching part, like, I want to say, I know everybody loves God, but like only few people could come out on Instagram, social media to say they want to talk about God. So how did you get into that?
Yeah, so I'm going to make a small correction there. Not everybody loves God, but God loves everybody.
Yeah.
We're all His creation. And that's one thing that I haven't completely got out of my comfort zone, coming and speaking to people face to face. I haven't been into that environment just yet, and that's what I'm working on. So what's the next best thing? I have had the blessing of having a good platform on social media.
Okay.
And using that to not only help others, but also to strengthen myself in the Word, is to just put the camera on, because then I can refer back to that and, really like, okay, well, this was what I was going through. And it's so crazy because even the devotionals that I read, I don't sit there.
You do that every day, right?
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
And that's why I don't sit there and just open up the book and like pre-read everything and like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this one today. Like, no, I open it, I hit record, and I'm like, wow, this is like really resonating with my life right now. So what lessons have I learned that I can put into parables or into a perspective that somebody else can understand? But also knowing, okay, well, I do have a following on social media. How can I help others
You're going really
reach
pretty
that?
fast.
Yeah.
Okay, what was growing up like for you in Texas?
Oh no.
Oh no.
So I'm from a very small
town.
town.
We got a lot to talk about today.
Yes, I'm from a very small town, Gainesville, Texas. So shout out to Gainesville. I don't ever go home. Very rarely I go home. Growing up, I started playing sports at 4 years old. So that's all I really knew, was sports. Started off playing football, moved to basketball.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes. Flag football, you already know.
No, you're one of those girls in
Yes, I know. I was in the wrong time because the little girls now that be, juking out there making ESPN, I was like.
Did you make ESPN?
No, because I was in the wrong time zone.
Oh.
If I was now at that age, yeah, I'd be on, hopefully I'd be on ESPN. But that's all that I really did. My parents separated at a very young age. I lost a lot of family at a very young age. So Gainesville wasn't a very happy place growing up for me. I tried to stay in sports, but I was in sports way too much without breaks that I actually started injuring myself into the point of my knee giving out. I had ligaments that were sprained that all summer I was in a boot. Volleyball. Yep.
Okay.
And it came to the point that Gainesville was so dysfunctional sports-wise, is that I had to do my own recruiting. It was too late in recruiting, so when it came to trying to play college sports, it wasn't there. And yeah, so I tried to have the fun that I could have, but unfortunately, it was a small town with me having too many big dreams. So it wasn't the ideal that everybody probably would expect.
In Texas, because Texas is like a dream state. Because when it comes to football, basketball, I don't know about volleyball. Like, let me say sport in general. Like,
Yeah.
they go heavy in Texas.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
100%.
yeah.
100%. And that's where I say that if I would have been in a different school or a bigger city, it probably would have been completely different. But into the point of who my dad was and who my coaches were, that me and my brother did not have the best, what's the word for it? The best circumstances, because there was beef between my dad and the coaches, so we didn't really have that dream or that expectation that we really had. It was all kind of taken away from us, that we had to go search for ourselves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I can't blame your dad because, you know, if you have kids, you understand. Plus, you have a baby girl, she just want to see you, you know, succeed in life and all that.
Yep.
So, comparing Texas and Oklahoma City, like, were there any major big differences?
I mean, there's definitely major differences when it comes to, you know, just the city in general. From the town that I'm from, it's a small town. If you had to compare it to something, it's probably like Yukon or El Reno. It's something like that. So it's completely different than if you go to Dallas. Dallas is heavy traffic, and it's like, I've seen the Dallas area, and I see that here, but it's not overdoing it. And even though I can say Oklahoma is definitely a lot more behind than Texas is, education-wise, sports-wise, everything like that. It's behind. But there's so much potential here. It's just the fact that support systems and everything, you have to build them, and
Do you see that?
It's kind of hard here.
Do you see if you had to like look into future of Oklahoma City, do you see potential like in the next 5 years?
Yeah, I mean, I could see it 100%. Like, well, the potential in my eyes, I can see it.
Okay.
Now, the potential when it comes to politics, I don't know where that's going to go, because really it all depends on the majority of how it's going to vote, who they leave in office, what they decide, all that kind of stuff. But all the young women that I've come across that I work sports wise, like, there's so much potential here. And typically they leave to go to Texas or, you know, somewhere else to go play sports. So it's that point of people are leaving because they know what else there is outside of here.
It's so funny what you said made me stay in Oklahoma, because I used to live in New York. I live in Texas. So when I got transferred from my job here, I was like, oh, this is different. And I think I came around probably like during spring.
Yeah.
I was driving on High 40 and I was seeing all these grains like a lawn. I'm like, because where I was living in Texas was like not really a desert, because like all these oil field area, like dry area. So when I saw the green, I was like, oh, this kind of like give me like a New York a little bit vibes, like, but it's not really like out there like that. I was like, oh, yeah, I love this place. So when I started moving around, I'm like, oh, it's a city light, but not really like out there. And I'm like, okay, this might be the place for me to stay. So Oklahoma City, right? What part of Oklahoma? What's the most part or things that you like about Oklahoma City?
I can definitely say with Oklahoma City being that, what do I like most about it? It's kind of peaceful here. You have peaceful places to go. I will say that I can always have, like Lake Hefner. I will go there all the time. I will take him there to go walk, and it's so peaceful. And surprisingly, it is kind of rare to find rude people here. I meet a lot of more rude people in Texas.
No.
There's rude people everywhere. There's rude people everywhere. But a lot of the people that I have experienced at my jobs, even just meeting people just around the park and everything like that, or even on social media of the people that live around here. In general, they are kind, and I kind of see that. I like it. Do what?
Could he be you that is being nice to them?
I mean, if that's what it is.
Okay.
But I mean, I can definitely see, like, if it's just me being nice to someone and them being nice
to you
back,
okay.
that's okay.
Okay.
Because sometimes you can try to be nice to somebody and they're so rude to you.
You're right. You're right.
So
that was true. That was true. I was just trying to pull your legs.
yeah.
No, for real, for real. So let's go back to what you do. Fitness training.
Yep.
So how did you get into that?
So it's kind of random, actually, because so in high school, when it was close to coming to finish graduating high school, I always said that if there was ever anything that I was going to do in life, it was going to be help other athletes or younger athletes perfect their craft and everything like that. I went to college for nursing, and I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Like, did you practice?
No.
Oh, man.
No. I did all my undergrad.
Okay.
And the school that I actually went to was very rough in the nursing program to get into. And I wasn't going to wait around for a whole year to figure out, okay, if I don't get in, I got to wait a whole nother year. And I got to wait a whole nother year if I don't keep getting in. And I got to figure out what I got to do. So from there, I actually started working at the college gym.
Okay.
And starting my own fitness journey. And I was like, well, what can I do here? So I started working at the gym. I switched over to kinesiology. And that's where I was like, oh, I can get into personal training. And that's where I started studying for my certification. I actually graduated with my bachelor's in May and got my personal training certification that June. So I was in the midst of studying and ending my degree at the same time there. So that's where I was like, okay, I think that's what I'm supposed to do.
Wow.
So there's something that I'm supposed to help others perfect something, and I don't know what way. And that's what I went with the general population of bettering their health, understanding that and everything there, and then to now of getting more into sports. So now I'm working with the younger athletes, and so it was always something that was there for me, but it took time.
Wow.
Definitely took time.
Do you see yourself as a visionary? Like, okay, you see somebody, like you were saying something about a guy that was broken the other time. Like, okay, do you feel like, okay, I could get him straight with what I have mentally, with what I have educationally, okay? Like, let me just say, do you see yourself as a problem solver? Like, okay, somebody come to you with some low energy, and you could kind of like change them, to make them better?
I can say it's something that I'm working on. I try to be in the best, like, positive energy, but I also try to maneuver with that person if that's the case, is not try to just, well, you're low energy, I'm just gonna try to make you feel better. It's like, no, I rather sit and listen in what's going on and, kind of like you said, problem solving,
Yeah.
but more so being, because sometimes all that they need is somebody to listen and be in that ear to just be there. And it's like, okay, well, if they want me to give them solutions, then we can work as a team to figure out what's best for them, because what might work for me might not work for them. So, okay, what options do we have and everything like that. But I try to enter any room or be in any place with a positive energy, because you never know what somebody's going through, that you might just be that person that gives them that little sunshine. And it's like, oh, that person was nice to me today. Yeah. Maybe, it made them feel good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm going to digress a little bit. What's your favorite food? Like,
you said favorite food?
Yeah.
Pizza. That's pizza. I actually like a lot of food. I love a lot of food.
Wait, how you like a fitness trainer and you said pizza is your?
It's my favorite.
But that's not good for if you.
No, I don't eat it all the time. Okay. It's my favorite though.
Okay.
If that's probably what I'm going to go get after my show, though.
Okay. You listen to music?
I do. I do.
You like, is it gospel?
Yes. Yes. I listen to
No
every,
hip-hop?
not hip hop Christian music, R&B Christian music, worship music, where you just want to, stand up and praise, like all of that. Because I've never been a big hip hop, like rap. I don't like what they're saying. Half the time I don't even know what they're saying. So it's more so the
You should-
beat. And we were actually talking
Wait,
about
do you
that
do
today.
Politics?
Do what?
Do you do politics?
Do I do politics? No, but I don't want somebody
You
talking.
have that vibe, like a
Yeah.
female. Okay, she gonna be the new president, first female
Hey.
president.
No, I don't want to run this world. That's a lot on the plate. I've seen what that does to people, and that would be the last thing. If I can if I can help other people, change their mindset, yeah, I'm all for it. All for it. But running this, yeah, no. But no, I wouldn't say I'm into politics much, because a lot of it's too much for the average middle class people to control. We don't have a lot of say-so in it.
You just gotta have the mental capacity.
Yeah,
It's so
and
funny, like looking at you, I've been in America for quite a while now, but I've seen people. I don't know your hate, but like I could kind of like guess. You kind of like different. No, for real, because like I don't know, like from you preaching and meeting you in person and the way you talk, it's just I don't know, because I would go back to how you grew up, that you said that might be the place that did it for you, because if probably you've lived in the big city, you will have probably turned out to something else, even though you might have be okay, these famous athletes, but you might not turn out to be this way, because the most things people could do for yourself or for the people is just to change other people's life, or to help other people, like you said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I mean,
So what type of music do you listen to? Like you said, gospel. Like, do you have an artist name?
I have main one that I listen to is Madison Ryan Ward.
I don't know.
She's there's also Young Chris. He's more of an R&B.
No, Chris Brown.
You said Chris Brown?
Yeah.
No, Chris. Well, so there's now. I will say that there is some music that I'll listen to that's not gospel music or Christian music.
Yeah.
There is. I haven't always been a big music person. I just like if I vibe with it.
Are you country?
Am I country?
Yeah.
I like country music.
Is she country? She from Tennessee, right? Is she country?
I mean, I got family in Arkansas, so there's like a little bit of like, now the city living is different for me. Honestly, if you tell me let's go fishing, horseback riding, I'm all for it. I got cowboy boots ready. I got my cowboy hat ready. May 4th, we will be at the Cowboys A Color Rodeo. We are ready. So there's always that little bit but it wasn't a common thing growing up to be that, like, to live the country life. It was like, try to be a little bit more upscale. So that's what you always try to dress up to.
You still got the energy,
and
even
yeah,
the way you talk.
Yeah, and that's what there's some words that I'm like, I kind of catch myself with like a small little accent, but at the same time too, I feel like sometimes I don't see it because you have to talk certain ways to certain people, and then you get adapted to it. That it's like, okay, well, this is how I talk now.
Wow. So let's go back to health and wellness, which is your area, right?
Yes.
Like, how do you see Oklahoma City doing so far?
I know Oklahoma is ranked very low or very high when it comes to obesity, very low when it comes to fitness.
It's so funny. That was the first thing I checked when I wanted to move to Oklahoma, and I was like thinking, like, should I make it? They are number one. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm like, okay. I'm skinny. I'm like, I could survive that. But that's the first thing I saw. They say, if you want to be your best, go to Oklahoma City or Oklahoma in general.
Yep. And that's where there's a lot of potential here. And that's where I can notice there's a lot of bodybuilders here too. If a lot of them are coming out more, a lot of them are NPC. But I mean, I can see a difference. There's a lot more activities here, like Scissortail on the other side. They just opened their sports area.
Wow.
So there's a lot more to do here. There's a lot more ways to be active instead of when I first visited here my sophomore year of high school. There was none of this. That's why I was like, I'll never live here in OKC. Never. This was back in 2013 is when I said, I will never live here. And guess what? Now I'm living here and it's changed so much. So I think there's a lot of potential and the fitness world is growing.
Wow.
So it's great to see.
Wow. So we're gonna go on a break, then we're gonna come back.
Okay.
I'm already rolling anyway.
Okay.
So what made you wanna pursue career in fitness training?
What made me want to do it?
Yeah, because
like for myself or to help others, like training wise.
Yes.
Like personal training.
Let's say both.
Both. Okay.
Because you're helping people and you're still doing that. Yeah.
So when it comes to people, I think it was just more so of that's what I was being. No, it was being more
Can
so
you do
like.
that for free?
Yeah, no, it was not about the money. Because I can tell you roughly, this is probably the hardest job that I have ever encountered because it's so inconsistent.
Oh, okay.
Especially being here in Oklahoma because it's not a state that a lot of people work out. A lot of people don't want to pay the money for the workouts. They'll just go on YouTube or go to Pinterest, find a workout. They'll do that for 6 weeks and then stop or anything like that. But I feel like I was being drawn to it. And that's where it was like, I didn't know where to start, and to the point of, I was like, well, let me start personal training and then build my way up to strength and conditioning. And that's where it was kind of like, as soon as I graduated.
I get you a job now. But if you can't, like my gym, they got a bunch of girls and little kids that they need that once in a while. Probably like once in a month.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm always open.
On Saturdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I work every other Saturday, but whatever time, that's what I'm like. I'm always open for everything because in the long run, I have expanded.
What's it called? 7-Eleven?
Yeah, hey, 24/7, 365, 366 on a leap year. Yeah. And it's like I've expanded my horizon so much that I can potentially just work with anybody and everybody now. So it doesn't even matter what it is. So that's why I'm like, if I have to go to 6 different places to help people, so be it. And that's what I'm supposed to do. As long as I'm not running myself dry and I'm drained, I'll do it.
Have you tried all these high school, like a basketball team?
I haven't, just because I'm not certified yet, strength and conditioning wise. I know for the most part they want that and they want the experience, and that's why I'm going, like I have my travel softball team and my club volleyball team, that it's not with the school, but I'm also getting to work with them for the experience on what to do. And then it's like, okay, well, if I decide to go to school, then I have that under my belt. Because most of the time that's what they look at. Like, okay, well, do you have your degree? Do you have this? Do you have that? Well, now how many years of experience do you have?
I know a lot of people who don't even have a degree that could do a better job than people who have that certification.
Yeah. But I also know it can be so draining being in the school, and that's where I've like contemplated so much. And like, is that really what I want to do? Do I want to sit there and use all my time? Because am I having to travel with the teams? Am I having to travel with how many teams? Am I having to do this, do that? So it's the point of like, am I ready yet for it? But would I like to eventually? Yes. But I would also like to have my own facility to do my own thing too.
I see that. I could tell. Because I watched some of your videos like, oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a YouTube? Or you just only have Instagram?
I only have my Instagram for my fitness. I don't really post on TikTok. Anything I post on Instagram gets posted on TikTok. So it's literally the same stuff.
Same time.
Only YouTube wise is podcast with Miss Shannon. And that's Soulful Exchange. So that's gonna be a little bit of fitness, a little bit of, words of God, all that kind of stuff. So that's the main thing when it comes to YouTube.
Because the reason why I ask is I don't know, you just started like a series, like your daily that you do on Instagram.
I did do a life in the.
I was like, she could be doing this shit every day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, if I remember correctly, probably you came to the gym 5 a.m.
Yes, it was the day in the life of Brittany.
Yeah,
I was 4:30, 5 with cardio, and then I went and walked to Mojo, made breakfast, got ready for work. I think I read my devotional, taught 3 classes, went and worked out right afterwards. Went and donated plasma.
Yeah.
And then went home, ate dinner, and then went to sleep.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, this shit is good.
And that was a least busy day.
Wow.
Yeah.
The part that got me most, like every time you finish a class, when you say, I just finished this class, 3 classes done, 1 more class left, like, oh, this sounds like a good content, but, think about it anyway. So your competition is coming up in May.
Yes.
So I'll prepare you, man. Like, take me through it. Like, what really makes you want to do that?
So when I first started my fitness journey,
Yeah.
I saw the whole bodybuilding world on social media, and I told myself, I was like, one day I'm going to be on that stage. It wasn't like it wasn't a realistic dream. It was like, I think you could do that. I might be on that stage one day. And I started a new job.
Do you go by your instinct a lot?
Do what?
Do you go by your instinct a lot? Like, you just, I think I could do this then.
Kind of. Yeah, because I like, did you see it? Because I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I can do, but at the same time too, I like pushing myself into an extent that stepping out of my box and seeing how far I can go, that it's out of my element to be first off in heels, and then 2 in a sparkly bikini, but working out was my life.
Wait, I don't know, man. You just said something, because that's the part I'm like.
It's different for me. It's different for me.
Like, I was surprised when I saw that. Is it a picture or video? I'm like, whoa.
It's like my transformations.
Yeah.
Yep. So
how comfortable are you doing that?
At first I was not comfortable at all. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I am very, very exposed, and I'm not somebody that just like shows themselves off like that. And then the whole posing part and everything like that, and then being on a stage.
Yeah.
I don't get on stages. I've always had stage fright. I don't like big crowds. I don't like anything like that. So it was a big step for me, but I knew that there was potential into it being something a lot bigger. And that's where I still believe me being on stage isn't just for me. I get to work out. I get to do what I love. I get to see my body transform in ways that I would have never expected. But it's also helping me build a platform for other girls. It's like, no, you don't have to get on stage and do this, but guess what? You're capable of it. You're capable of doing stuff that you probably never expected yourself to do. So when you see something, or you are like, I would like to do that and I want to do that one day, do it.
Wow. So that takes me to the video. So what's your day like?
Oh, every day is different.
Time, 4 a.m., 3 a.m.
Yeah, every day is
What
different.
Time do you wake up?
4:30. My alarm goes off at 4:30 a.m. every morning. It does Monday through Saturday.
Wow.
Sundays I try to sleep in. I still wake up about 5:36. I just don't do anything on Sundays.
Do you catch your 6, 7, 8 hours sleep?
Yeah. Yep. I typically go to sleep around 8:45, 9, because I get home around 5-ish, 6-ish.
Like 2?
Yeah. I just made a video on my Instagram. I take a sleep complex, which is like magnesium, melatonin, all that kind of stuff. It helps me go to sleep and stay asleep, because as much weight as I'm dropping, it has been so uncomfortable for me to sleep. So I wasn't getting enough sleep. So I was like, I have to do something, because that's literally the most important of it all. I'm training 2 days a week, or not 2 days a week, 2 days a day, two times a day, that I need time for my body to recover. And I'm taking in all the right.
Sorry to cut. Do you know how low you could drop? Like, oh, you can't, because like me now, I can't go. I'm like 150 something, but I can't go 125.
Yeah.
Mentally, it's just like how be like.
I won't go anything lower than 150.
150.
Yeah. Which by that, we're looking at possibly, I would say probably 14% body fat, which for the women, like for a woman, that is like a little. Like, we don't want to drop anything below 12 or 13, and that becomes very unhealthy for us. Like, everything that we experience as women starts being thrown off, hormones are thrown off.
To say that.
So that's where we kind of stick to a limit, and that's why with me being a wellness competitor, I get to hold a little bit more on my legs. Now, bikini competitors, they do have to drop a lot more. But with me also being, 5'8", 5'9", I'm not going to be as small as somebody that's 5'2" or 5'3" on their weight size. So I won't go anything smaller than 150.
So you wake up 4:30. Take me through your day. What do you do?
So 4:30, fasted cardio. I have that for 60 minutes. That is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays and Saturdays.
Yep.
And then Mondays and Fridays I have cardio with my workout, so I don't have to get up early to do cardio. I still wake up around 5:36 to eat to stay on schedule. So I make breakfast. Do you want to know what I eat for breakfast? Probably not. I'll make a video for that, so if you want to, it'll be on my Instagram. Okay. But I make breakfast. I take Mojo on a walk. Every day.
Wow.
Multiple times a day. He has to get his exercise too. Wow. Yeah, he's getting old on me.
Go to the gym.
Yeah, he's getting old on me. We got to keep him active.
He said you lying.
But I take him on a walk because he has to use the bathroom and everything because I live in an apartment. I get ready for work. So the days that I work in the mornings, I had 2 to 3 classes. I'm done by about 1:32. Then me and Shannon go to the gym afterwards. We hit the gym for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then depending, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go and donate plasma. Now Mondays.
For free or?
No, I get paid for that.
Oh.
No, that's just a little bit more money in my pocket. It's actually paying for my show, all the expenses that I do not have.
You don't have any sponsors?
No, not yet. I'm hoping on May 4th, once I win my pro card, I'll have some people there.
Because I watched one of your videos. I saw Protease or?
Prozis.
Yeah.
So Prozis, I am an ambassador for, so I get free boxes each month to promote. I've been reaching out to people. Not everybody has said yes.
You want to go in for like a competition?
Yeah, and that's what I'm like. I'm trying to, even me working with Orange Theory, trying to see if that's something that they'll do, because they actually help. They like give stuff for the bodybuilders and whatnot. So I'm like, well, maybe once I start getting a little bit more known, since I'm still new to it, I need to make that platform of like, okay, well, not only are we sponsoring her, but she's also repping our brand. So this is what we need.
What you doing for them on the Instagram? I'm like, you giving them the price of, like, you know how somebody paid
free advertisement. Yeah.
I'm like, with their uniform, I'm like, did they pay for this?
I mean, they pay me good at work.
No. Besides,
but other than that, no.
Because you're reaching a lot more people, you know, and they don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. They could just take your video and just, you know, shoot it out and And
that's kind of what we're doing on our page, our Nichols Hills page, is that us trainers, we make our videos, which we kind of officiate together. So once they post it on theirs, it automatically goes to ours. Oh, okay. So it's like we are the face of Nichols Hills. That's getting out, but it's still also on our page, so they can see our personal page too. So that's been a big help there, because a lot of the members, they keep up with content that I post, and there are, you know, questions that they might have that, you know, I'll make a video about, or, you know, help them along their way, but also still repping Orange Theory.
Wow. So for how long have you been with them?
Just since January
January?
of this year. So
Wow,
yeah, just a few
April.
months.
So how's it been? Do you like it?
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm back in my element because I did step away from personal training. It's not one-on-one personal training there, but it's like there's a floor side that I can still correct form, and they can still ask questions. So in that case of what direction can I point them to better themselves, but also just being able to be that motivator for them, especially having a whole community. Like I see regulars at certain times all the time, and it's like they have built the community within themselves that now I get to be a part of that to just help push them even more. Wow. So I love it.
Wow. So let's go to the podcast, man. I saw. Can I say one video about you and your friend talking about something that I'm trying to figure out to understand? What is the podcast all about, man?
So we have kind of been still figuring out the whole gist of our podcast, but Soulful Exchange is really one. We have two souls that came from two totally different spots, that we've grown up in completely different worlds, but now we're united by one man, one God, that we have came together. That it's like we want to spread that to other people of our testimonies, but also seeing that friendship that has been built in our late 20s, early 30s, like that it's possible to not have those childhood friends, but also that you meet people very unexpectedly.
Wow.
That it can be something so big, but we're also kind of sharing our lives, that it's not just all rainbows and butterflies. Like we have funny stories too to go off on, but really more so to spread the word of God and to also just reach each person. Like if there are questions, like how can we help you, better the understanding of what you're going through. Wow. And if there's something that we say that resonates with you or with somebody else, it's like, oh, okay, I understand it now. Because sometimes people are scared to, just come out and be like, ask a question. It's like they just see something, it's like, oh, this makes sense.
On Instagram behind the camera.
Yeah. So it's like, we're really trying to use our platform to not just for ourselves, but for others.
You like Snickers?
Snickers?
Yeah.
No.
What you mean?
Sneakers.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So what's
I got a lot.
the brand, like, is it Nike?
These are Nikes. These are I do not remember the actual thing on these. Are they on here? No, they're not. I don't remember these. I have like two pairs of these though. Okay. Different colors. Okay. But I have retro ones. I have Air Forces, Air Maxes. I got Fila's.
Oh.
I got the heels. I got the cowboy boots. I got a little bit of it all. And now we're getting into New Balances. So the New Balances are starting to get added on.
Okay. Because the reason why I ask is one of my friends has like a sneaker store in the city. It's like
Bet you I follow them.
Yeah. It's not like a regular sneaker store. It's like all these
it's all the vintage.
Yeah.
All the retros,
like
all the
blows, type, you can just come around, just window shop. If you see something you like, and if you have old sneakers that you want to trade in, you could,
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that where's it at? Is it on May?
10th Street.
10th?
Yeah, it's called 10th Street Sneaks.
That's right down the road there.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know exactly where it is.
Sneaks.
Yep.
And also, probably I say this, if you want to shoot your podcast, just once in a while, be cool, set it up for you guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we're gonna get back into it.
What else can I ask you? How prepared are you for the tournament?
For the show?
Yeah, for the show.
I will say we're probably since I'm about 3 weeks out, we're probably about 85 to 90% ready.
Wow.
Yeah. Physique-wise. We're almost completely there. I'm trying not to think about it because I know the more that I think about it, the more
doing
nervous.
the work, though.
Oh, I've been putting in the work because I'm not doing all this work for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get on stage and them call my name for first place because it's overdue.
Okay.
But at the same time too, I feel like even if I don't win first place, I know everything that I've given, that eventually I will get my pro card. If it's not on the May 4th, because it's not up to me. It's all up to the judges.
Is there a prize?
There is a prize.
Like cash? Or
Yes, there's cash prize.
$100,000?
It's $1,000.
Come on.
It's $1,000.
$8,000?
Yeah, they have 1,000 for first place,
okay.
750 for second, and then 500 for third.
They probably maybe get you a few sponsorship deals.
Yeah. And that's where if I believe first place, I don't know if it's just the first place or the three, I'm not 100% sure, but when you get your pro card, they also have nationals in September.
Wow.
So then you go to Charlotte, North Carolina, and you get to compete against all the pros that have won in the whole world. So,
where's the show taking place?
So the show is actually at UCO.
Oh, UCO?
Yep.
UCO?
Starting off at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.?
Yes. The exact location, I don't know exactly what building it is, but it is at UCO.
Okay. Tickets?
Tickets are they are linked in my bio on Instagram.
Do you have to buy the ticket from you? Or?
No, so it's all online. It's all through OCB. Okay. It's not through me. Now, if you need help finding it or anything like that, just let me know. But I believe
they should be able to let you guys sell a ticket though. Like, say if you sell, they give you like a probably discount people that come to the show because.
Yeah, I mean that would be nice. That would be nice, especially having a bigger group. That would be if there was like a. Because I know I have quite a few people. Like if it was like a group of 10, have a discounted rate. Yeah.
Even the people that you train at the gym, do you let them know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they come see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you see Be Royal? No, the Be Royal. I don't want to say platform, but like in the next 5 years.
In the next 5 years?
Yes.
I'm trying to be creative minded and work on merchandise. I was selling show shirts.
Okay.
So they were all special customized. Do what? No, not for me, for everybody that's coming to the show or that just wanted to show support.
They're using you guys, man.
Yeah, I mean, but it's all my brand. It's not none of OCB at all. It's all my brand. So everything that I made from those shirts got put into the show. So it helped with my expenses. Because I have so much to pay for and so much that I have to get done that day before show and show day. So I wanted something that it was like everybody that was in the crowd, they knew like that's Brittany's crowd. Like they're here for her.
Do you have hoodies?
I don't have any hoodies because it's about to be summer, so I didn't want to do hoodies.
No, man. Regardless, it's gonna be AC in the building, and
we don't know that.
I've been to one.
And I want everybody to sit together, so body heat. Y'all gonna be in there sweating.
I was at a last year's show. I don't know if you see the video.
I
put it on my Instagram.
I don't know which one. Is the NPC?
The one at I can't remember the name of the NPC. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it cold in there?
Freaking cold.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well.
The AC was.
Well.
Yeah.
Hoodies are optional.
I know. So
but I'm only putting in one more order. So after that, those shows.
How do you sell it? How much do you sell?
So they're $30 a piece. They're soft cotton. So they fit a little bit bigger than usual, but you can wear them anywhere. That's why I didn't want heavy cotton because I knew there was a chance of it being hot, and with us going outside to places afterwards, I didn't want anybody uncomfortable, anything like that. But good workout shirt, good comfortable shirt to wear at home. But yeah, $30 any size, and then of course if you wanted a customized, so if you wanted a hoodie, you could have a hoodie. I did have somebody order a long sleeve one. That was like the main gist since the show was so close. But I do have a few other designs that I'm working on now that aren't going to be show related. They're just going to be Royal Fitness. To kind of get
one color or different type of colors.
They're going to be different colors because I can literally do any color.
Okay.
The people that I work with, they are in a actual shop, so I can literally do anything. And that's where I'll have like the variety of what color of lettering do you want or anything like that. So there's going to be options that I'll give.
Okay. Say, you have someone to sponsor. Like, how do you do it? Like, somebody want to sponsor. Like, okay, say like my gym now.
Yeah.
Say they want to sponsor you for the show. Like, how do you do it?
Well, that's a really good question because since I don't have any sponsorships or anything like that, it's more so of like, I don't know how a lot of people run their sponsorships or what all of it entails into that case. And that's where I also still have to do my research. And that's where I've kind of just been reaching out to brands, seeing what they require. Because most of the time it's their requirements of like, okay, yes, we do sponsorships, but these are this is what we need from you to know, okay, this is a good sponsor and everything there. So that's kind of where I'm doing my research, but also trying to see what other brands do in the fitness world. So then I can know like, okay, do I need to change how I need to do things, or where do I need to be at to know I need to reach out, or I need to be in this position to have to reach these higher level brands and everything like that.
Okay. So where can we buy the t-shirt?
So my Instagram, just let me know sizes. I'll go through Cash App and everything, but I am placing the order on Monday. If I need to extend it, I'll extend it. But Monday to Friday will be the last day for those orders, and that will be the last order of shirts.
Okay.
Because show's so close, I need to get them out and ready for everybody. I don't want to be like last minute kind of thing and then me stressing about shirts and then stressing about the show. But yeah, Instagram or any social media or phone number, anything like that, just let me know sizes. I'll jot them down, turn them in, get the payments in, and then get the shirts to you. They're typically ready in like 2 to 3 days.
So before I let you go, man, if you had to advise, high school kids, that has the same kind of dream that you have, what will you say to them? Let me say, especially girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
So definitely, don't let the outside world be your judge. That was my biggest thing growing up, is I let everybody else determine how I felt. In that case, love yourself. What you want to do is possible. It's not impossible. You have to surround yourself with those people that believe in you just as much as you believe in your dream. That it's sometimes your circle that holds you back from reaching your actual goals. And sometimes I know it's hard to believe, and sometimes it's not going to come easy. There's going to be times that you feel like, I just don't want to do this. I don't want to do this at all. I don't want to go through the trials. I don't want to go through the errors. I don't want to go and repeat this over and over and over again. But it's the point of not giving up. It's the point of keep pushing through, knowing that you are capable and that you are so powerful of so many things, that I'm sitting here today doing what I love, that I can be that advocate, that as long as you don't give up, no matter what direction your life goes, just don't lose focus. And definitely let God be part of it. Because in all reality, He is the one that's going to lead you. If that's your path to go down, it's going to happen.
Wow. What makes you happy before you go?
What makes me happy?
Yeah.
Whew. Happiness.
Yeah.
I think people are going to get tired of me saying this.
Wow.
But God, like literally,
Nah,
it's
I know God makes everybody happy, but like there has to be some.
And if they get tired of it, they get tired of it.
I tell you, be honest with you, I say money, family, friends, and my passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I definitely agree with that. But I can definitely tell you, I went through so much of unhappiness until I started my journey with God, that ultimately everything that I have now is I can enjoy it without being miserable. So my dog makes me so happy. My church, my family makes me so happy. My job, the fitness world, everything that I get to do every single day just makes me happy. Like the fact that I get to wake up and enjoy life at peace makes me happy. Because I know no matter what, I'm good. I'm good. I am good. So that's why I say that, is that I could go on and on about my past, and it was not a good past. But this past
you
year,
didn't look like that though.
Exactly, because guess what? It wasn't me. It wasn't me doing that. I was letting other people do that to me. I was letting other people break me into somebody that I never was. And that's where it was like, there's no point in me living in my past and dwelling on it every single day, because I knew what kind of person I was.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be happy. I tried to always be that high spirit, but I was trying to shape people that were miserable and sad to be happy the way I wanted to be happy. But in all reality, I was giving them my energy, and they were draining me.
I was about to say that, because I don't know, when I came in today, you said the guy was saying a story and you kind of like get caught up. You have to learn how to separate yourself from other people's problems. You listen to it, but don't soak yourself into it, because the moment you get into the problem with them, it's sad.
Yeah, and I mean,
most cases they might have a crazier energy than you do.
Yeah, and that's where it's really the point of working and maneuvering yourself, because, like, I could definitely tell that he needed to let that out. And he really did. And it was like I could sympathize with him. I'd never been through what he's been through at all. And it wasn't that it didn't affect my energy at all, because I knew that there was a reasoning behind it. There was definitely a reasoning behind it. But when it's from people that don't actually have a reason behind draining you and having negative energy, that's a whole different story. Whole different story. Now, if they just want to drag you down with them, that's it. But letting people more so let their emotions out when it's needed and kind of being there is completely different. I don't mind listening to people, because sometimes that's what I needed in the past and I didn't have it.
Wow.
So if I can sit there and just let somebody just pour out what they need to and let it all out, and if I can give advice, awesome. If I can just be there and listen and let them just, realize what is going through their life, but also what the bright side of everything is too, I'm all for it.
Man, I can't ask for more, man. Thanks so much, B, for coming out today.
Of course, thank you.
And lastly, before you go, where can people find you? Instagram, Facebook?
Yes, so Facebook, very easy, Brittany Alexis Royal. Alexis is Alexius. And then B Royal Fitness, BE_Royal, ROYAL_fitness, and it should be under Brittany Fitness. Very easy. You can't miss this face. It's plastered everywhere. But that's the two places that you can find me. Or in Theory Fitness in Nichols Hills. You can find me there too.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Yep.